Mister, due to the tests carried out, I am sorry to say your mother and your wife both need kidney transplants. Yeah. And your kidneys are compatible to the both of them. And the problem here now is that you can transplant or you can donate your kidney to just one person so that the other one would be useful to you. Please, you just have to decide fast. Once you come to conclusion, just meet me in my office. Excuse me.
I'll give it to my wife.
What did you just say? You will give it to your wife? That's an ungrateful attitude. What? So who will help your mother? Your own mother? Give it to your mother. I will give it to my mother. She deserves it.
How will you give it to your mother? Your mother has lived her life. She has lived her youthful age. She has groomed you from childbirth. Then why don't you feel it's better, it's appropriate for you to now hand over the party to your wife? At that moment, it's your wife that needs it more. Your mother has lived a fulfilled life. You give it to your wife. It's simple.
Now I see. But wait a minute. For a woman that carried you for 9 months, weaned you, groomed you, trained you, made genuine sacrifices for you to become a man, it may just be, forget about whatever peanuts you have given to her, this may be the only time in your life and you have to tell this woman thank you, genuinely, with a matter of life and death, when she has put her life in line, going to the theater or the labor room to give birth to you, and now for you to now for the first time say thank you to your mother. This is the time you remember that you have a wife. Would you respect to you and your wife? If your mother doesn't deserve it, they don't deserve to live. I tell you the truth.
See, this is where you are getting it wrong. There's no hard and fast rule about how we should live our life. That is the truth. The fact that you feel you should tell your mother, who told you that's the way to tell your mother thank you? Who told you? Don't make it look as though I am not a fan of my mother or this, but let's face reality. Now, your wife, your mother have brought you into this world, but now your wife is the future. Through your wife, you will have children, future, sustainable development of the country. It's through your wife. But your mother has tried. I'm not, with all due respect to mothers. Mothers are perfect, they are irreplaceable, I agree. But your wife is the future of the next generation.
Mothers are irreplaceable, you agree. Your mother have tried. You see how ironic your conversations are like. What you are trying to do here now is to please motherhood words and I use actions to take care of your wife. I do not have a problem with you choosing to honor your wife. But if it's at the expense of your mother, they are an ungrateful child. And such a human will never exist through me. See, I'm a man and I understand clearly that my role is to provide for the family as the CEO of my family. But you see, the role of a wife that is my own mother that has groomed me. You see, as much as you talked about your wife, now let's begin to face realities. Who told you that you are supposed to be 100% responsible for your wife? Who told you? At the point where you have done the best you could, you have taken her to the hospital, she has got brothers, she has got mothers, she has got father, she has got people, she has got siblings, she has got friends, and there are even alternative ways. But for a woman that has just me, because from this story we are seeing, I am the only person viable in her life. Of course, my father now could, even if he's alive, will not be available to that. He's old. If my kidney is compatible with that of my mother, no matter how old my mother is, even if it's 2 months to her death, I would prefer she dies genuinely in the hands of a process of natural death than for me to say no to her living. I think it's an aberration. I think it is wrong. Whoever thinks of this, whoever even conceptualizes on his head, is a failure to children.
Excuse me, I beg to differ. You cannot sit in your comfort of your chair and begin to judge those that chose their wife in this scenario. With all due respect, you see these wives we are talking about, we are saying the same thing. Mothers, they also have brothers. They also have sisters. They also have siblings. They also, so you are just trying to make it look as though a mother is only for one person. Do you have other children? Do you have other children? Are you the only child? If everybody begin to donate kidney, will kidney not be with
Can I
too
ask one
much?
question? If you were the only child, what would you have done? If you were the only child.
Okay, will you not make your own children motherless?
No, you have not answered my question. If you were the only child to that woman,
yes,
what would you do?
I want to permit me to answer you with a question. Will you now make, imagine you are the only child and you have 4 children. Will you make your children motherless to please your own mother? Are you not being selfish? Are you not being selfish? The role of you are forgetting that apart from your wife is a mother to others. Will you now put the sanity of your children at risk because you want to be selfish for your own mother?
Did you buy your wife? No. Did you purchase her from the family? No. You only came to be a caretaker management of her life for a while. The woman still has responsibility to her family, just where her family still has responsibility to her. I think that with concerted effort, if I join my wife's family, we can get solutions to our problem. But if my family is asking for my mother, I'm supposed to be the pioneer, the arrowhead, sitting involved, looking for solutions. Will I now go and help my wife and I begin to seek for solutions for my mother? No! I think I will help my mother and I'll work out solutions to helping my wife. The truth of the matter is that, let me be very, very clear with you. You see, there's a bond that motherhood has with children. And then I understand that wife and husband love themselves, but it will be a terrible mistake in trying to marry the love that my mother has for me and what my wife has for me. It is irreplaceable, it is incomparable, it is uncomparable, it is immeasurable. My mother can sacrifice her life for me. For me, for example, let's be very personal. For me, for example, I consider how much I was trained, how much of risk problem I gave to my mother, how much my mother sacrificed. I can tell you today that my mother decided not to have even left the marriage that she was in, that she gave birth to me, because of me. My mother has sacrificed a lot. My mother ate insult and abuses. My mother refused to even do what that women were doing just because she wanted me to have a good future. And now I am sitting here for the first time in my life, in my entire life. I will be an idiot. I will be stupid to even think that I will not give her the respect. If the doctor says my mother needs 2 kidneys, I will give her my 2 kidneys and let me go and sleep. That my mother is alive is enough for me. And I feel terrible that you are not seeing this.
No.
You are embarrassing me.
Wait now. Let's not. Okay, now let me tell you. Are you aware one of the reason we have social vices in the country are because of children that were not properly trained by their mothers? Now let me give you this example. Assuming I'm to allow my wife to die, and I'm a very busy person, who's going to cater for my children?
There are wives everywhere. You marry another wife.
Okay.
You will marry. You can replace a wife. You can replace a mother.
A wife, I can bring a wife from outside to come and take care of children that she don't give birth to.
There have been cases of wives taking stepmothers who are taking care of children more than women, more than wives.
Do my mother not have a husband?
Your mother has a husband.
Yes.
Oh,
does she not have a husband?
You are neglect.
You are neglect.
I'm disappointed.
After
your mother should watch you not be crying.
Your wife should be crying. After you suck her breast, something that was big, you are flattening it. You do not come here.
Let's talk about breast. Which breast did you suck more? Which breast did you suck more?
It's like a relay race. I suck from the beginning. I hand over the battle.
Which breast made you are?
My wife is going to make me.
Which breast made you
My
are?
mother's breast made me successful, and my wife wanted to consolidate on my mother's breast.
You are a honey bastard. I'm disappointed.
You are a vagabond.
Ah!
You are a vagabond.
Your wife!
You are a bitch.